let us see how positive attitude is going to help you. That means how I can do is going to help you in achieving certain things. So let me share. See, this is what you call, if you have I can attitude, uh, you can have I can feeling. What will happen? You are moving with high self-esteem. When you have high self-esteem, that means it is motivating you. When you go with a lot of motivation and work hard, then then definitely you are going to achieve thing. So once you achieve the thing, your see feeling of I can will grow. So with that confidence, your self-esteem level will go. Your motivation level will help you in taking up the bigger challenges. You achieve success. This is what you call virtuous cycle. So always be in the virtuous cycle. The other side of virtual cycle is the vicious cycle. Suppose if you have a feeling of I cannot, that means you are having low self-esteem. Once you are having low self-esteem, automatically you either undergo stress or anxiety. When you do a job with anxiety, what will happen? You may not perform yourself very well. You sometimes withdraw from doing that activity also, so you will be a failure, you will get a failure. So once it is a failure, definitely it will see make you that I can, whatever you felt I can't do it is right. So certainly that will lower your self-esteem. Again anxiety will be there. Again there will be a failure, so you will be in the vicious cycle. So don't be in the vicious cycle, be all the time in the virtuous cycle. So it is very important for you to be all the time have a attitude of I can. So develop this attitude of the taking up the activities with I can way. So another important thing in improving your self confidence is self analysis. That is what we call SWOT analysis. That means you should analyze yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weakness? What are your opportunities and what are your threats? So normally your weaknesses will be more than your strength. Your threats will be more than your opportunities. Of course, though we have strengths and opportunities, we sometimes fail to recognize them. So we see more of weakness, more of threats than more of strengths and opportunities. So if you consider that there is some weakness with you, so make effort and convert that weakness into your strength and your threat into your opportunity. So that you should see that you should have more strength and more opportunities, so that your strength will definitely help you. So if you are having the SWOT analysis, certainly it will give you a clear idea where you are good at, where you need to work, what are your opportunities and what are your threats, so that you can plan well and do your job with a lot of confidence, so that you can achieve success. So it will help you to improve your self confidence. If you are good at many things, if you are always remembering your own strength, your own opportunities, that will motivate you to take up the challenges. Then the other thing is belief, attitude and behavior. What is the relation between belief, attitude and behavior? Usually whatever the job that you do, there should be a strong belief system in your mind. And if you take up the job with a belief system of I can, certainly you are going to get the see result. And whatever you think, accordingly your thinking and your will affect your behavior. So if you believe strongly, then your behavior will be good. If you don't have a strong belief, naturally whatever you behave we will also be little less. So your behavior, if it continues for a longer time, it will be converted into attitude. So that way, look at the cycle. What I hear reinforces what I think about myself, and what I think about myself controls how I behave. So how I behave will really trigger what I hear. So naturally, this process, they reinforces, they controls and they triggers. So all the time, have good beliefs and do certain activities, that means your behavior should be appropriate. If your behavior is appropriate, you will be developing the right attitudes, and the right attitudes will definitely bring you the result. So it is all about the habit, isn't it? See, whatever you repeatedly do will become a habit. We know it. So people go on doing the same job repeatedly in a same way. If the same job is done in a same way, the same result will come, isn't it? So if you change your behavior, that means you, if you are changing your behavior, your habit will also get changed. So always try for excellence. Then whatever you are doing for excellence, that is then is not an act but a habit. Excellence is not an act but it is a habit. So if you are performing your job in an excellent way, whether it is small or big, certainly that becomes a habit. So you try to do in a best way possible, to the best of your abilities. So habits are learned and unlearned, because this is the nature of the habit. If you repeatedly do it, the habit will be continued. If you stop doing that, certainly the habit will go away. And you can also see, unlearn the habit, you can also learn a new habit. So that's why habits are in our own hands. So if you want to change your habit, you can change it. If you want to modify your habit, you can modify it. Even if you want to stop the habit, you can stop it. So habits are very, very important. So we are not in the habits, hence we can change them. So your habits and you are different. So let us see how a planned behavior, how attitude is going to affect your behavior, or how your thinking process is going to affect your behavior. So what is the attitude towards the behavior of a man going to a walking? That is, I am for physical fitness. That is the attitude. Then what is the subjective norms? My neighbors seem to be jogging and going to the gym. Why can't I? Then what is the perceived control? I could easily do that. Is it that difficult? No, no, I can easily do that. I am capable of it. So what will happen? Your behavior intention is what? I am going to start next week. So you took up a decision, and then the behavior will definitely take place. So how habit, your attitudes are motivating your behavior. So that way, check your habit, the attitude, and if your attitude is not appropriate, change your behavior. So vice versa, your behavior is going to affect your attitude. By changing the attitude, your behavior is also going to change. Then let us talk about the secret of success. Most of the students will ask for secret of success. There is no real secret for success. If at all there is a secret for success, that is only doing hard work. So what is the real secret is practice, 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 or work, work, work. Work alone will give you the result, but there are no other shortcuts for the success. So there are three things you should remember. One is optimism, that is belief system. The second thing is you should have a passion for it. Third thing is you must work hard. Though you have a passion, though you have optimistic in nature, but without doing hard work, you are not going to get it realized. So that way, these three things you have to keep in your mind. How be positive in nature, optimistic in nature, then have a passion for achieving that, then certainly hard work is very, very important. Thomas Jefferson told, I am a great believer in luck, and I find that the harder I work, the luckier I get. That means there is no luck at all. The more hard work that you do, you feel that you are more luckier. But really, what is luck? Luck is nothing but if your preparedness meets with an opportunity, that is what we call a luck. So actually, there is no luck at all. But if you are preparing and the time comes, certainly, if you are ready for it, you are going to grab the opportunity, isn't it? So that way, the more hard work that you do, the more luckier you will become, but not just believe in the luck itself. And Thomas Edison said, there is no substitute for hard work. So if you do hard work, there is no substitute at all. So for all difficult tasks, what is the solution? Is the hard work only. When Thomas Alva Edison was failed several times before inventing the bulb, then he said that those failures he considered as they are on their way to success. I failed many times. I failed my way to success. So that way, even if you get failures, take in such a positive way so that your success is guaranteed. So the secret for your success is only hard work, having passion for it, and go with a positive attitude. Here we will talk about the positive affirmations. How your positive affirmations are going to help you. Because most of the time we now talked about the thinking process or belief system we are talking about. If you want to develop good belief system and change your thinking pattern, then certainly these positive affirmations are going to help you. So we now have a great see thing presently in the market, that is neuro linguistic programming. What is neuro linguistic programming? If you can train your brain, that means you can give positive affirmation, you can see give a programming to your mind will automatically work like that. So through positive affirmations, certainly you can improve your self confidence and also get the success. How do you do it? So you, when you wake up in the morning, sit quietly, take a deep breath and leave it for 3 to 4 times, then start see speaking loudly within in your heart that I love myself. That means you are loving yourself. Most of the time, we don't like ourselves because there are many failures. That's why we hesitate. We see hate ourselves. So that should not be. When you hate yourself, how can you get the success? So start loving yourself first. So I love myself in spite of all the faults, all the difficulties. Start loving yourself. Then I respect myself. If you don't respect yourself, who will respect you? So start respecting yourself. So whatever good thing is there, so appreciate it, recognize it, and start respecting yourself. So when you start respecting yourself, your self-esteem levels will go up. So naturally, you will be having self-confidence. You can also talk if you are frequently encountering failure, then you should say to yourself that I'm a big success. So whether it is a failure or success, how it will say, what is the secret behind it, what is the thing behind it? If you work hard, if you are putting good efforts, you will be getting success. If your efforts are not sufficient, you get a failure. That's all. That means whatever the amount of hard work that you are putting in the work will decide your success or a failure. So whatever failure that you get, it's not that you, because you have not put enough efforts into it. That's why you have received failure. So don't see, look at the negative side of it. So look at that I'm a big success. Say to yourself loudly within in your heart that I'm a big success. And if you don't have see strong health or a sound health, then ask see give a positive affirmation to your mind that I enjoy sound health. That means I enjoy sound health, I'm very strong in the health. So that way, whatever way is convenient for you, you frame a statement and give a see feedback to your mind. That means you start giving suggestion to your mind. If you are poor in mathematics, then start saying to yourself that I love mathematics. In the beginning, you may get say laugh that I am also poor, I am all the time poor in mathematics. How can I love mathematics? But no, because whatever you did earlier is not the same today. You want to bring a change. So you have not put enough efforts earlier. Now you made up your mind to say, put efforts. So when you want to put efforts, certainly if you put efforts, everything is possible. Then start loving mathematics. So if you feed this to your mind, then slowly your mind will work on it, and definitely day after the other, once you start working on them, one after the other, you get some success. That some success will motivate you to take up more difficult problems in mathematics, and one day mathematics will become easy for you. So I love mathematics will work in a magical way. So all these positive affirmations will definitely work, and this is a scientific study. It's not a story, but it is a proven one. If you feed your mind with the positive affirmations, certainly they are going to become a reality. But do it for a continuous for 20 days or 40 days till you feel that you are habituated to it. So that way your positive affirmations are going to help you a lot. And here are some guidelines for you. Apart from that, there are some tips. Then the tip is stop comparing yourself to other people. Most of the time we compare ourselves with others and we feel that we are inferior to others. But in fact, every human individual is unique. You cannot find a person like you who can speak like you, who can walk like you, who can think like you, isn't it? So you are in a way unique. That means you do not have a comparison with others. So don't compare yourself with others. Too much of comparison with others will definitely make you down. So don't do that. So stop comparing yourself to other people. Don't keep putting yourself down. Most of the time we start criticizing ourselves. We feel that we are inferior to others. So your criticism, your see putting yourself down will see definitely is detrimental to your self confidence. So never ever put yourself down. You can recognize the faults in you and start working on them to improve in a right direction, but don't keep yourself down. Make positive contribution to others. That means what you start helping others some way or the other, something or the other. You should start helping your own neighbors, your friends, your well-wishers, and all that. So your positive contributions will enhance your self-esteem. They will tell you that you are a right person. They tell you that you are see having that good nature with you. So when you are in positive, that means they enhance your positive attitude towards others. So when you are having positive attitude towards others, the same positive attitude will also come for your work, isn't it? So that way it is going to help you in improving your self confidence. The next thing is involve yourself in work and activities that you love. That means whatever activities that you love very much, involve yourself and work in them. So if you achieve success in the activities that you like most, the activities that you like most will definitely enhance your self-esteem and also your self-confidence. So whatever you are good at, that is your plus point. Start working on them, enjoy that success so that your success will enhance your own self-confidence. Then start taking action. So whenever there is a problem or whenever you are see feeling that you are inadequate, then start working on that. So put your efforts. As we just now talked about the action is going to give you the result. So that way, once you start doing action, certainly all your troubles will go, and that may help you in building your self-confidence. So we are worried about the work to do, but see, make them into small chunks and start doing on them. Even the biggest work can be finished within few days if you start working consistently, bit by bit, slowly, definitely, consistently. You are going to achieve it. So once you start taking an action, then that gives you confidence. Once you get some success will definitely help you to go for taking up the difficult task. Then the next thing is mix with positive and supportive people. When you are surrounded with positive people, you are in the circle of positive atmosphere. When you are in the circle of positive people, certainly your positive attitude will grow and you may entertain positive thoughts, and you will be all the time will be thinking positive and also feeling positive. So when you are in the people, when you are surrounded with the positive people or supportive people, people who are in will be helpful in your troubles, will definitely give you a lot of confidence. If something goes wrong, this man is going to help me. If I don't understand, my friend is going to help me. If I don't understand, my teacher is going to explain me again. So when you are with the supportive people or positive people, certainly you will move with a lot of self confidence. So uh, all the time make it a habit of moving with the positive people and also with the supportive people, because that is your strength. So when you are in a way, when you are in a good company, definitely your self confidence will go up. And acknowledge your positive qualities and skills. Acknowledge your positive qualities and skills. Most of the time, we never see consider our own good qualities. Every human being is having certain good qualities, but we neglect them. We never see recognize them properly, and we all the time look at our own negative. So if you acknowledge, if you recognize that this is my positive quality, this is my skill, then definitely that will boost you your self confidence. That means, since you are having certain positive qualities, you will venture to go for difficult tasks based on the confidence that with hard work, with lot of persistence, certainly you are going to achieve that. That means what? You are, you when you are acknowledging or the recognizing your positive attitudes, positive qualities and skill, will definitely improve your self confidence. So these are some of the things you must take care. These tips you can use and put them into practice. But again, since we have come to an end, let me review what things will help you in improving our self confidence. So I will go to the earlier slide, see where we began with see, dwelling deep into the subject. So what are those five things we will, six things that we go. So believe in yourself. That means have a strong belief system and have the positive attitude with you. So the positive attitude will help you and see going for taking up the difficult task and improving your self confidence. Your self evaluation, that is SWOT analysis, will help you in knowing your own strength, so that you will get the confidence and move forward. And you can also change your behavior pattern and your attitudes, because your attitudes and behaviors are controlling yourself. So your self confidence will also get affected with them. So behavioral changes also, if you need, you can make changes. And you have to improve your knowledge and skills. The more knowledge that you get, the more confident you will become. The more skill that you gain, the more confident you will become. So self confidence has a relation with the knowledge and skill that you have. So all the time pay attention for acquiring knowledge and improving your skill. And we have just talked about how positive affirmations are going to help in improving your self confidence. So keep these things in your mind and work on them. Certainly, you will enjoy great self confidence. And once you are having great self confidence, you venture for any difficult task. You will never put yourself down, and you will be in the good company. At the same time, you will be happy. You will be away from worry, anxiety, and fear. You will take the criticism in a positive way. So your attitude will totally change. So that way, by you following these principles, improve your self confidence. All the very best.